Hello and welcome to Mother Freaking Realtors.
Hello, everybody. Oh my God, we're being so silly today because we're letting loose. Obviously, we have some drinks on the table, so I think we're too excited and we can't, wait to start trying them. But today is our holiday special, and we're going to be going over our specialty drinks that we brought so that you guys can make them at home with your family members once either Christmas comes by or for New Year's. So take it away, Karen.
Yeah, so before we do the drinks, I just want to ask you, I know Christmas is a very hectic schedule or a very busy season. What do you normally do as far as Christmas goes?
Oh my gosh, there's so much, right? Because, Hispanic families are very large. So, we have to do the two families again, kind of like Thanksgiving. But really, it's just potlucks and just a lot of, I would say, drinking and eating and eating and drinking and drinking and eating and repeat up until till the last one can hang, really. But, it's just very joyful for the kids to hang out with all of their cousins. And, back in our day, we used to wait until midnight, or at least my parents tried to wait until midnight. We would play the longest game ever, Monopoly, when we were younger, that, never ends. And we would play that until midnight. Sometimes we would be able to hang out until about 11:30, and then my parents would give in and be like, okay, fine.
You can open the presents.
Yeah, you can open the presents. But with my kids, it's like 8, 9, and they just don't stop hounding. And I think we're older now, so we're like, okay, let's get this done and over with so we can get going and or drink and eat again. What about you?
Yeah, so normally for the family, during Christmas we just go to my in-laws and we eat nothing but Mexican food. That's been our tradition for the past years. And as far as presents go as well, before we go down, because it's down the hill, so before we go down the hill, we open already the presents at home, and then they get to go open another set of presents when they go to Papa's house. So it's like a lot of presents at home, and then a lot of presents at Grandpa's house. So for the kids, it's always been a win-win. But now it's kind of like hard because kids are getting older, so they're not into those toys anymore. They just want Robux cards. They just want gift cards. In a way, it's really not that hard, to buy them presents anymore. But at the same time, you kind of miss it,
Yeah.
Like, I miss that part. Like, oh, okay, well, she's going to love this. But now it's like, I know
you just don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know what to get them.
Yeah, and you don't want to buy something knowing that they're never going to play with it, because for one, it's just a waste of money. And then two, it's just going to collect dust in their bedroom that you're eventually, one, either you're going to sell at the yard sale, or two, you're going to donate. So it's kind of bittersweet because I can see them, they're growing.
It's the transition. Your kids are around my kids' age too.
Yeah,
exactly. Besides the baby, but it is very hard. I think it's that transition where, they're starting to see like the want of money.
Yes, that too.
So I think, and that's not fun, just handing them money. It's not, Christmas. But I know deep down inside, they still have like a little kid inside of them, you know? So I think that they'll appreciate any gift for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you ever get upset with yourself like every Christmas time? Because let's be honest, around this time it gets really, really expensive. And I always read this tip, right? I read this tip like at the beginning of the year. Every time you go to the grocery store, buy a gift card where you usually shop the most for Christmas. Like buy $25 gift card, save them, and then that way by December you have a lot of gift cards that you don't have to worry about the presents. Do you ever do that, or no, not necessarily?
No. Before I used to be the procrastinator where I would buy all the presents literally a week before Christmas. And it was doable back then, I feel. I just feel like now everything's off the shelves. It's like so hard to find things. I mean, I couldn't even find candy canes today.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a shortage of candy canes, guys. You know how we made a big deal of Pampers? Why didn't we make a big deal of candy canes? Or maybe that's what happened and I didn't get the memo because there was a shortage. I don't know. But for the most part, I'm the last minute shopper. I've actually been really good now, and I think thanks to online shopping.
Yes.
So I've actually gotten my shopping done beforehand now, and I avoid going into stores.
I think in a way that's the beauty of online shopping, because it's, for one, it's very convenient. If you like Amazon, the item is there in 2 days at your doorstep.
Yeah.
And one, it actually saves you money, believe it or not, because instead of you going to the store and going from aisle to aisle, finding things that you actually don't need to begin with. Here, if you have something in mind, all you got to do is buy it online, and bam, it saves you gas, it saves you time, it saves you money too.
And it comes with the box.
Yeah, exactly.
So all you have to do is just wrap it if you know what's inside. So that's always good. But we're definitely getting ready for the holidays in our household, and I'm pretty much done. Are you done?
No, but,
my gosh.
but the only thing that I really need are the gift cards.
Yeah.
I did put that last because I know it's just gonna sit in the house.
Yeah.
I know if I go to the store, I'll never run out of gift cards because they just want cash gift card. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Visa or MasterCard. So I know that I'm never gonna run out of that. If I can go the day before and it'll still
is
be
true.
there. But
Yeah.
anyway, I want to congratulate you on your listing that it's in escrow. I know.
Oh,
it's,
thank you.
I know it's as far as work goes, that took a while, and I guess you can say that it's just a market.
Yes.
And then question for you, because you've already been in real estate for a year, right? So
Yes.
congratulations on that one.
Oh,
And
thank you.
on top of that, you're doing a full-time job, so that's really
Yes.
hard, and with a baby, that's really, really hard to do. What are your, when you started in real estate, what were your expectations? And then now that you've been in the business for a year, what were your realization?
Wow. Well, I remember when I first interviewed with Chris, our broker, and I remember I told her at the time I had 3 months left of my maternity leave, believe it or not. And I came in here not having a license yet in my hands, and I just wanted to hit the ground running. Because I knew that time was limited, and eventually I did have to go to my full-time job, back to my full-time job, because, the money is there. But my goal was definitely to do as much as I could within the first 3 months that I had available, and just get to know the business. I've done corporate jobs where we would market for the corporate offices and things like that, and a lot of things that we would do to market the business. So I knew what I needed to do, but in that short period of time, by the time I did get my license, I had to go back to my normal full-time job.
Yes.
So I did a lot. I did a lot of learning, and thanks to you, because
thank
they
you.
paired me with Karen. And to be honest with you, when I first knew that I was going to be paired with the mentor, I was very nervous, because obviously you just don't know who you're going to get, or if your personalities are going to match, or just you just have a lot of doubts and fears and things like that. And I remember telling Chris that I was going to sell my first house within 3 months.
And you did, right?
And I did.
Yes.
And I think in her mind, she probably thought, like, this girl is crazy. There's no way. She even said, like, kind of kindly, like, maybe, like, in, 3 to 6 months, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure in her mind was like, no, but I really wanted to meet that goal somehow, and luckily for me, I have really good support at home, and so it did happen, and I was very grateful for that. And so, my expectation from there, with the way the economy was, it was great.
Yes.
We had a great housing market at the time, and so it was a great, actually, like the first 3 months to go into real estate.
Yes.
Now it's just like we've been mentioning before, it's starting to regulate, but a lot of things in my life, as far as the gas prices, the groceries, the baby,
Yes.
expenses that I didn't remember how costly a baby was. And of course, yes. And then, the gas and the groceries and everything that's just been skyrocketing. I just couldn't let go of my security blanket yet of my job. But to be honest with you, my expectations of where I'm at is great. For the time that I put in.
Yes.
I don't expect for myself to be a rock star. Maybe I will get there eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
I know I will. Just kidding. But I am very grateful for Coldwell Banker, for Chris, for everything, because I think that the tools that were given to me is ideal to run a business.
Yes.
So I think I'm where I need to be as far as my expectations. I think that maybe if I had a little bit more liberties financially, you can
go full on.
Yeah, I can go full on. And then I feel safe and secure, for my kids, because, I can do it, but I don't, my kids have never known the struggle.
Yes.
And so, when mommy says she doesn't have money, they don't get that, They hear mommy has money.
But she just doesn't want to spend it.
Yeah. But anyhow, that's how, that's how my journey has been with Coldwell Banker for the first year.
And I'm sure it's just going to get better too,
Yeah.
And we're approaching 2023. I always think of it like everybody gets a clean slate at the beginning of the year. So it's always a good thing that you're very optimistic about the business. And that's the way that you should look at it, because if you're coming in this business with a negative mind or a negative thinking, you've already defeated yourself, by doing that. You're already putting a limit to what you could do, right?
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes, we're all human. Everything, you have your frustrations at some point, which is what you do afterwards, you drink.
You drink.
And we'll show you how to make those drinks in just a bit, but I want you guys to realize, I'm human just like everybody else. And I don't want you guys to think like, oh, I'm a rock star and I can do it all. Like, I have my moments where, I question a lot of things and things like that. But you just have to know how to push through and, having the right people surround you and, pushing you forward. And I thank you again, because sometimes, I am like, Karen, I don't know what to do. And, you put me back in the straight path, which, I'm sure, hopefully I'm like that to you too.
No, I think we benefit each other that way, because we learn from each other. It's not like, oh, I'm the mentor, you're the mentee. You don't talk, you just listen. It's not like that at all.
No.
Which is why I like it, because you always learn from every person that you meet. You just have to pay attention, right?
And that's one thing that I do appreciate, is that they do pair you with someone who guides you throughout the whole way. So even though you're brand spanking new and you are thinking about coming into this industry, you're not alone. Unfortunately, there have been some offers on the listing that I've had, and, I can see when somebody isn't being mentored, and, unfortunately for them, maybe they don't have that someone to overlook their paperwork and help them and guide them. And, and I'm fortunate enough to know what I'm doing thanks to the guidance. And, obviously, I'm just very grateful. But anyhow, So speaking of when we have bad days, let's call this mother freaking time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're going to get some drinks on the table. So I'm going to start with mine first, because mine are shots and Karen's is a drink. So we're going to see how this goes. I've never tried this before. Mm-hmm. I found this little recipe on Instagram. It is actually a very quick, clever drink. I don't know about you guys, but in my household, we're Hispanic and we don't like to wait for drinks for a very long time. So, we don't need to get all fancy. We just need to pour something really quick and let's do it.
Yes.
So this one I'm going to call it, because it didn't have a name, I'm going to call it Twisted Candy Cane Rum Yummy.
Okay, that's like a tongue
twister.
Yes.
So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get some frosting. Okay, and this is the first time I've seen frosting being used like this, so
Oh.
Oh, you know what? As I'm doing this, you want to start opening these
Yeah, of
bottles?
course.
I forgot to open them. And we're going to put this on the rim, like so.
Mm.
And as you guys can see, I have little cowboy boots. I believe I got these for my husband for Christmas a long time ago. And luckily, they've survived. And then this is the rim.
that looks
Oh, and that
beautiful.
was candy cane that's crushed. There was a shortage of candy canes, so this is actually from a bark. I
Yes.
don't know. It's like a bark
Like a
peppermint
Bark,
bark.
yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I think you put too much.
That's what I get for not paying attention. Okay, well, that's what it's gonna be. And then this is that one there.
That looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
Just the color. It looks so fun. It looks very festive.
Yes. And then the lady that was actually doing these online, she had really cute shot glasses with candy canes on the side, which
okay.
was really nice. But like I said, there's a shortage. So, okay. So next we're going to do half of rum chata. And, oh, well, maybe that's a little too much, but,
That's okay.
all right. Well, there it is. Okay. And then we're going to do Fireball. All right.
I'm so fascinated by it. I'm like, okay, is
All
it
right.
almost done?
Yes. And so now this is our little drink here.
All right. Well, we have to try it.
Oh, I got the one with the most frosting.
Yours has the one that has the most frosting. All right. Well, cheers.
Let's knock boots,
Yes.
guys. Let's see if you guys get that little inside joke. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Oh God,
Woo.
that is strong.
It's actually not that bad though.
But it is strong. You know why? Because the fireball was on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh gosh,
Oh wow.
it's good though.
Mm-hmm.
But ooh, that is some serious drink right there.
I think I put a little too much frosting on mine.
But I love
Mm.
that whipped cream.
Mm-hmm.
I think it adds a sweetness to it,
Yeah.
but it's pretty good.
All right.
Ooh, nothing
that's
says
mine
work
there.
like drinking at 2:00 in the afternoon,
It's
All
5
right.
o'clock somewhere.
right? Okay, so this one,
Ooh.
this is called a winter margarita. I have never drank this before. Full disclosure, I'm a very simple drinker. Either I drank rum and coke or Long Island iced tea. Those are the two things that I usually drink. So anyway, this one calls for
I'm gonna move this over here.
yeah. So this one calls for 2 ounces of gold tequila, but I don't have gold tequila at home, so I just use what I have. So
How do you know what 2 ounces are?
well, actually, 2 ounce. I had to look this up, guys. So 2 ounces, okay? 2 ounces is actually no 1 ounce is actually 2 tablespoons. So, but when I did measure, this is about 2.5 tablespoons right here. So let's just pretend that this
I'm just quizzing you, girl. Let's
Yeah.
see if you know your stuff.
Yes, I had to look it up. I was like, how much is 2 ounce or 1 ounce? But anyway, so we gotta put this one right.
So
And-
we're using Jose Cuervo.
Yes,
All right.
the recipe calls that it should be a gold tequila, and I had to look that up too. Apparently, the gold tequila is actually sweeter than the silver one.
Mhm.
But I was like, oh well, we're just gonna have to use what we have at home.
And so we're using 100% pomegranate.
Yes, so
So
we're
2 shot glasses of that too.
yes, and this one
Okay.
too. I wish they have this one is a cranberry. It's supposed to be cranberry juice, but they only have cranberry cocktail at the store.
Oh, I was like, isn't it the same thing?
Yeah,
Tomato.
yeah, exactly. So what else am I missing here? And 1 ounce of orange liqueur. And they don't have orange liqueur, so I have to use triple sec.
You're just really substituting it all.
Yeah, I'm kind of like making my own.
Okay.
All right, I think we're done, right?
Okay.
So, I'm supposed to shake this
Okay.
like this.
Wait, don't forget the ice.
Oh, am I supposed to mix that right there?
Yes, you sure? Uh-huh.
Okay.
Just a little bit of ice.
Okay, well, that's too much ice. Okay, so we have to mix it. Hopefully
Let's just
it
make
doesn't
sure. Okay.
spill.
Uh-huh.
You have to shake it. Okay, shake it like this. All right. And
No.
then,
Oh, Lord.
oh my gosh.
Karen's a newbie. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so we're supposed to put,
Uh-huh.
know what we
Are you
didn't-
going to garnish it?
yeah, so you're supposed to put this,
Oh, the lime on
the
the
lime,
Mhm.
and you're supposed to put, we didn't do this right, did we?
No, hold on. Let's see.
Okay,
We're going to figure this out for Karen here.
Okay. See, that's when you know that somebody's a newbie when it comes to drinking. Okay,
There
there
you
you go.
go.
There you go.
Okay.
So now you
She's
have.
not a newbie. She just doesn't decorate her drinks.
Yeah, I want it straight up, guys. Simple. Rum and Coke. Bam. 2 ingredients. So you have to put that in there
Uh-huh.
and put the ice too. We gotta put the ice back. And then I read some reviews what you could actually do to make it more festive. The juice,
Mm-hmm.
put it in ice cubes, and then that way your ice cubes look pretty too. And then I bought some
Oh, I
pomegranate.
see what you're saying.
Yeah, so instead of just a plain white ice, and then you can garnish it with pomegranates. I don't know what that tastes like. I guess
Uh-huh.
we'll find out right now.
Are we garnishing this?
Yes, you can. There you go. You can garnish that too. Well, since you're drinking that, I have to make my own drink.
I don't think it's gonna go. Let's just squeeze the lime.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
All right. So taste that one.
Okay.
Let me know what you think of that. Now we made a mess on Derek's table. Is it strong or not at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, see? It's
That's
not even
good.
strong.
It's really good.
All right.
I don't know if my tongue is still
Oh,
burnt
well,
from
yeah,
the rum shot
yeah, I think
and the
that's,
fireball.
I think that's what it is. But you know what?
No, but it's really good.
I want to try this too. Okay, well we can go ahead and do the.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So while Karen is finishing up her drink, I'm going to be going over some numbers because I know last time we were here, we really didn't get to go over very many housing numbers. If you watched our last episode, we met with the lender, which had very great information. And so tune into that episode if for some reason you definitely want to see those tips that she was giving. So for the median price up here in the high desert, we have the medium sold price is at $396,500. We have 14,498 homes on the market.
Yep.
And we have 372 homes sold in the month of November. And currently we are at 43 days on the market. So if you're thinking about selling a home, don't wait, especially if you're wanting to get out of that house soon, because the house is not going to sell right away. So,
Yes.
Always prepare to sell. If you're planning on selling your home, and you're thinking about selling it within the, next 2 months, let's say, the time to start selling that house is now. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
So, we've been seeing that change, back to the norm. And again, the houses on the market is still trending upward, which is a good thing for buyers. If you're looking for a home, it's definitely the time. I'm just going to go over a couple of, shake it, girl. Don't be scared.
Fine. You gotta
I'm going to be going over some numbers in certain cities. If you guys want to get this area report sent to you, just send me or Karen an email and just shoot us out that you would like a report to be sent to you on a monthly basis and check out your area.
Yep. We can
So-
definitely do that.
For Adelanto, right now the median sold price is $365,500. They have 30 new listings and 20 sold listings. So, and then they have 28 days on the market. So really good in Adelanto. Let's go to Apple Valley. The median sold price is $391,000 with 84 new listings and 86 sold listings. So Apple Valley is definitely selling. But the market on the days on market is 41.
Yes.
We have Phelan, which is at 439,000. About 20 new listings, 14 sold listings, and 34 days on the market. So really great for Phelan out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hesperia is at 402,500. So 402,500. 65 new listings, 70 sold listings, and 43 days on the market.
Yeah.
And
Victorville?
yeah.
For Victorville, the median price range is $415,000. And, we have 121 new listings, 105 sold listings, and 47 days on the market. Spring Valley Lake has its own report just because they're their own little community. So their median price range is $407,500. They have 4 new listings, 14 sold listings, 41 days on the market. So, you can't really generalize Spring Valley Lake or count it as as part of Victorville because they're their own little community.
Yeah. And then we have Oak Hills at 506 and 6 new listings, 7 sold listings. So not very many listings out there and 37 days on the market. So let's go ahead and I do want to go into our Victorville listings.
Yes.
Not Victorville listings. Some of our listings that we have here, and I want you guys to see what's out there. We have a listing by Karen Balderrama. Yes. You want to talk about your listing?
Yes. So I actually have a listing in Spring Valley Lake. If you guys have any friends or family who wants to buy property in Spring Valley Lake, this is a beautiful home. It could just use some updating with the carpets and stuff like that. But in a cul-de-sac, RV parking, address is 18370 Winston Court in Victorville. And I'm working with a beautiful, beautiful, lovely couple, beautiful sellers. They want to move out of state. And so that has been sitting on the market. Only thing that I could think of is because it needed some updating on the interior. And then I have another listing in Victorville as well, which is not too far from the office. Got an offer at the beginning of the week, and I was like, yes, I'm so happy. And then remember I called you? The buyers thought that they could borrow the down payment from the credit card. People, it doesn't work like that.
No.
So when they got pre-qualified, they told the lender that the mom was going to gift them the money. Mm-hmm. And so I was so glad that the lender, as soon as we opened escrow, did run a credit report. Because he was like, oh, well, it's been a couple of months since I run their credit report, and come to find out, here's this $10,000, ding on their credit card. You can't borrow down payment, you guys. It has to come from your pocket. So, I feel bad for the agent as well because he's been showing the clients properties for 3 months. Yeah. 3 months on weekends, and they're looking at least 10 houses every weekend. Finally found the home that they like, and they kind of screwed themselves over. Let's be honest.
And what is the address on that?
That one is 16967 Escala Avenue. My clients are very, very motivated. Property is going in foreclosure, so they're willing to help you guys with closing costs and down payment as well. So
great. And then we do have a property from on Indian River Drive. It's 12540 Indian River Drive in Apple Valley, going for $495,000. It's a beautiful property, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, and is a single family home.
Yes.
Did you want to?
Yes. One of our colleagues actually has a listing in Oak Hills, $1.1 million. So if you guys are from down the hill and you want to buy a property uphill, come and visit. You'd be surprised what 1.1 can get you here in the high desert as compared to buying it in downtown LA. So.
Yeah, and that one, the address is 12058 Lamplighter Lane. If you guys want to check it out, you can also take a look at that. It's in Oak Hills. It is a 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, and it's a beautiful home. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
I
So,
think we did go over a few listings.
yep. And then as far as your recommendations for our viewers out there and the market today, what would you say to them today?
Guys, if you're thinking of buying, now is the best time to buy because sellers are willing to work with you. They're willing to help you with your closing costs. They're willing to help you buy down your rates, whatever it takes for them to sell the property. And for sellers, if you really want to sell, this is not the market where you want to dip your feet and see what it's like. Either you sell or you don't. And if you really want to sell, if you do need to sell, make sure you price it right. I always tell my clients, if I ever work with sellers or if I work with sellers, I always tell them, regardless of whatever market it is, you always have to price your listing right.
Yes, and then also in regards to sellers, also it's still higher than what you probably bought your house at. So there's still equity in the homes right now. So it's still, I would say it's a win-win for both,
Yes.
You have sellers who are still making money and you have buyers who are able to make few demands and get them met, by the sellers and at an affordable price. Right now, I know that they announced not too long ago that the rates were going up slightly. I don't think it's that drastic anymore. So we're starting to see a trend where it's not hiking as high. So it's definitely leveling out. And so that's always a plus because, it's the market stabilizing. So I just think, if you are interested in buying, definitely reach out to a lender. And find out where you're at. It's never a losing situation to find out where you're at. And as far as the seller is concerned, it's never too late to find out how much your home is worth. So if for some reason you want to know how much your home is worth, just reach out to me or to Karen, and you can direct message us or email us, whatever you prefer.
I think that alcohol hit you because you're like so mellow all of a sudden.
Am I? Just kidding. I'm like, it is a little hot in here, guys. They have the heater and we're like in a recording little area. So if I look flush, that's also.
Yeah, and that all the lights too.
But we're very thankful to get this information out to you and that we continue to do this. And we just want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, and thanks for watching
Mother Freaking Realtors.